chronic back pain can be an incredibly debilitating condition. It can make it difficult to complete day-to-day activities, can lead to loss of sleep and energy, and it's often a difficult issue to treat. But there is hope for those suffering from chronic back pain. By committing to stretching and gentle exercises, you can start alleviating the pain associated with your condition. Core Balance Fitness provides an effective approach to getting rid of back pain through stretches and gentle exercises tailored to your individual needs. Let us help you get on the road to a pain-free life today. Let's go now to a live class in progress so you can see for yourself how powerful these exercises can be. Here's our founder, Chris Schenk.
All right, we're going to get started in our pain-free workout. Let's go face down. We're going to start with some hamstring circles. So this is a nice way to just unwind from the weekend and get everything to relax a little bit. So we're just circling. So similar to a hamstring curl, but we're going to make it into a circular pattern. So working both heads of the hamstring. This should be pretty easy, although I have heard some people occasionally will get minor hamstring cramps from this. If you do, just try to stop for a second, go back into it. We're going to switch direction, so stay on the same leg, other direction. Good, nice and easy. Waking up the hamstring. This is a good exercise just to mobilize that hip, the knee, a little bit of the lower back as well. We have 10 seconds remaining, and then we will switch sides. All right, other leg. Go ahead and switch. Good, making sure to start to become aware of your breathing. These first couple exercises that are a little bit easier, it's a good time to really focus on the breathing. 99% of the day, no control over the breathing because we're just not thinking about it. But let's take it under our conscious control now. Breathe in a little deeper than you normally would. Let it out. Switch directions. Other direction. So we're on second leg, second direction here. Just nice and relaxed, loose. Not forcing anything, just letting it flow a little bit. After this, we'll do a few stretches here, face down before we flip over. All right, so let's go back to the first leg. This time we're going to do a quad stretch. Grab onto that foot, pull the heel toward the glute. Squeeze your glutes, push your hips down to the floor. So what we want to avoid here is like this arch. See that arch in the back? You want to flatten that arch. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs. And as you flatten that arch, you're going to feel more of a stretch going down that quad. So try to just open up that stretch here. Let's do an active version here now. So still on the same leg, I'm going to relax my arm a little bit. And now engage the quad as if I'm trying to straighten the leg. Now feel what happens with that quad muscle. You're tightening it up. Active right here in the front of the leg. So holding on to the ankle, straightening it as if I'm trying to lock it out here. But then stopping that with the arm. And now let's go 30 more seconds of just the quad stretch, pulling the heel. Now what you should feel is it's a little bit easier. So now we're doing the regular quad stretch again. Relax the leg. Use the arm to pull the heel toward the glute. So that's a nice little trick. You can do that with any stretch that you're doing, whether it's hamstring, quad, glute, hip, arm. All right, go ahead and switch legs. So again, we're grabbing onto that leg, doing that same quad stretch that we just did, pulling the heel toward the glute. Again, trying to prevent that arch like this. We want to push it down, straight down into the floor. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs. Feel that intense stretch. You can get more active to get more of a stretch here as well. So just take note, you know what's coming here. We're going to go active, but just take note of how tight this feels. Now let's go ahead and make it active. So engage the quad as if you're trying to straighten out the leg. Hold on to the foot with the arm or with the hand. Other than the hand grip, there's no work in the arm. This is all leg. This is all leg. As if you're trying to straighten out that leg. Feel that quad engage. 10 seconds. All right, let's relax the quad and go 30 more seconds pulling with the arm. So again, we're sort of tricking the quad into relaxing. Take a mental note here. Does it feel a little bit easier? It should feel just a little bit easier. We're slowly just tricking the body in a way and allowing it to trust the range of motion. Get rid of some of that tension that we hold in our muscles. Muscles can only do two things. They can engage and it can release. If you have constant tension, you're going to have a hard time relaxing the muscles. Okay, let's rest. Pigeon stretch. So we're going to tuck that leg underneath right here. One easy way to get in if you guys are tight though, is go right here. Just go here and then lean forward over that leg. So right here, we're just going to do 30 seconds on each side today. Quick pigeon. Try to just relax everything. Let gravity completely take you down. Check your entire body. Scan one body part at a time. Just see if there's anything that's holding on. And just try to relax that tension. Now, before we switch sides, we are going to make this one active now too. Bring your hands to your side, like right in front of your chest, like you're going to do push-ups. And that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to push up here. Now, notice when you're here, you feel like a little stretch in the front of that hip. If you don't, that's okay. Don't force it, but that's the range right here, almost as if you're doing push-ups. Again, we're taking the body into this big stretch, and then we're moving it slightly, just getting your hips and your lower back comfortable with the range so that they release a little bit of tension. This hip, try to get the front of the hip down closer to the floor as we do these mini push-ups. These push-ups should not be too hard. The arms should not be working too hard. Just a very light push-up. But again, the goal is that active stretch. Now let's go back into the pigeon stretch all the way down. Now this time should be a little bit easier. Maybe just feel a little bit more open. That's again, we're just tricking the muscles. We're tricking the body into relaxing. You can do it pretty quickly. The timer's set to 30 seconds, so it doesn't take long. But I have noticed that if you try to do just a stretch and you don't have a timer, most of us have a tendency to rush things. So we set that timer, 30 seconds each. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Pigeon stretch again. So let's get that leg through here. Lie down on that bent knee, bent leg. And first 30 seconds is just relaxing. So take a note of how tight it feels. If you've been doing any kind of running, hiking, biking, weightlifting, it might feel a little bit tight. Or even sitting. A lot of sitting will tighten up these hips. And breathe. Try to relax. All right, let's bring the hands out to the chest level. Let's do those push-ups here. So we're pressing up, lifting up the torso. Make sure the front of this hip is down toward the floor as much as you can without forcing it too much. You want to just gently push it to the floor without forcing it. And just coming up and down. Keeping that torso pretty relaxed, keeping the hip relaxed. And let's fall right back into it. Good. Relax the neck, the shoulders, the back, the hip. Go back to your breathing. Settle back in your breathing. Big deep breath in. And let it out. Big deep breath in. And let it out. Good. All right, let's lie down on our backs. The next couple exercises are going to be active flexibility here. So first one is elbow curls. We're going to Fold your fingers, put your knuckles at your temples. Here's your upper body, elbow curls. The elbows come together, come apart. Lower body, we can add in some knee in and outs. So as your elbows come together, bring your knees together. As your elbows come apart, bring your knees apart. So you can do this one. One way to make the upper body a little harder, going to a level 2, you can get a little squeeze here. Squeeze those elbows together. Feel the chest muscles squeezing. Squeeze the elbows into the floor. And then if you want to make it a little more of a core exercise, come up into a 90-90. In and out right here. So if you're in the 90-90, keep your abs tight, lower back flat. Okay, we'll transition straight from here to pullovers with leg raises. Lower the legs down, raise the arms up, and come back up. Now you can do this with your feet on the floor. You can do just the pullover. You can do a weighted pullover, holding this, or you can do pullovers with leg raises. So up to you. You can go from very basic to a little bit challenging, depending on how intense you want to make this. 30 seconds left. Nice. Getting the abs warmed up, the hip flexors, shoulders. Little by little, starting to ramp up the intensity as we go. By the end of the full workout, we're going to be doing some weights, lifting some weights, doing some light cardio just to get that heart rate up. All right, go ahead and rest. Let's put that weight to the side. Let's do tricep extension right here. So we're going to use this tricep extension as a warm-up. So if you are going to use weights, go light. So much less than you would normally do, just to warm up the triceps and the elbows. If you want to add in a core and lower body element, you can straighten out your knees, bend your knees as you bend your elbows, and then straighten everything together. We got 30 more seconds. So again, using this as a warm-up, we're going to do this later on in the workout toward the end of the 50 minutes. If you're staying just for the preview, the 10 to 15 minutes, you will get the warm-up, but some of the other stuff you'll be missing out on today. But if you want to try it 30 days for free, healthintherealworld.com, try that out and you can see the full workout. All right, guys, let's go ahead and rest. Keep one of the weights. Let's lie down on our side. We're going to do a rotator cuff with a clamshell. So knees are bent. We're going to go right here. So the upper body rotator cuff, keeping the elbow at your side, lifting your hand. The lower body, we're keeping our feet touching and lifting up the knee up and down. Really good exercise for shoulder stability, hip stability. Now for 30 seconds, we're going to keep the arm moving just like this, and we're going to switch the leg. So keep the knees touching, lift up the top foot up and down. See how your coordination is on this Monday morning. Are you guys awake yet? Can you make that switch quickly? If you need to drop the weight, feel free to just let that weight go and you can continue like this, just with the hand. That's fine too. Great way to warm up the shoulder. And rest. We're not switching yet. We're going to do arm circles, top leg forward, bottom leg back. Let's do arm circles here. And good. Switch directions of the arm circle. All right, good. Okay, team, let's switch sides. We got our clamshell rotator cuff to start it off. So remember, up and down with the knee, keeping the elbow touching your side. We'll go up and down as well with the hand. So hitting that rotator cuff, which is right in here in the shoulder. Also, we're getting the hip. This is external rotation of this muscle here, or of the joint there in the hip. If you have any kind of tightness in the hip, degeneration, arthritis, this is good just to get a nice range of motion here. Not too intense. Let's go ahead and switch those legs. Remember, we're still going with the rotator cuff and just switch. Now we're lifting and lowering the foot. This is internal rotation. Ten seconds. And good. Go ahead and drop that weight. Let's bring the top leg forward, bottom leg back, and circle. Good. This is a great daily, it's like the daily vitamin, getting every joint through every range of motion. We were meant to move, so it's really important that we keep these movements going. You don't have to lift heavy weights every day or do crazy fast, sprinting or anything every day, but we were designed to move every day. We need to move in order to promote the health of our other body systems as well, including digestion, circulation, etc. All right, go ahead and switch directions. Those of you joining for the quick preview, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, and we will see you next time on Wednesday, or feel free to go to healthintherealworld.com and check that out.
I hope you enjoyed that class. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to transform your core, flexibility, and strength. Join us today and experience the difference for yourself. Sign up now for your free 30-day trial and embark on your journey to a healthier you. Take the first step. Your future self will thank you.